Most men flirt like they're trying to win a prize, and that's exactly why they lose. But the men who make women curious, the men who stay on her mind, they don't flirt to get attention. They flirt because they enjoy life. And when a man enjoys himself, he becomes unforgettable. This isn't about fake tricks or cheesy lines. This is about mastering a calm, playful energy, the kind of presence women feel even when you say nothing. Let me show you how. Flirt without wanting anything. Most guys flirt hoping for a number, a date, a win. But guess what? That neediness, it shows. When you need something from her, your energy gets tight. You overthink. You talk too much, or you freeze. But when you flirt just to enjoy the moment, no pressure, you become calm, smooth, fun. You're not chasing her. You're inviting her into your world. That's real charm. The Stoic flirt mindset. Before you say a single word, check your mindset. Not, I hope she likes me, but I'm here to enjoy myself with or without her. When you stop caring about the result, you stop fearing rejection. Your body relaxes. Your words flow. Your vibe becomes light, playful, confident. That's the moment women feel safe and curious. Be playful, not perfect. Flirting isn't about having some magic sentence in your pocket. It's not about memorizing catchy lines you saw on the internet. And it's definitely not about saying things that sound impressive just to get her attention. The truth is, flirting works best when it comes from the moment, not from your memory. It's about paying attention to what's right in front of you and having the courage to make something fun out of it. Because when you notice, when you're present, you send a powerful message. You show her without saying it. I'm here. I'm with you. I'm alive in this moment. And that's rare. Because most people, not just men, aren't really present. They're in their heads, worried about what to say next, afraid of messing up, or trying too hard to impress. But when you're playful instead of perfect, you break that pattern. Let's say you notice something simple, like her wearing sneakers with a dress. You don't need some fancy compliment or pickup line. You can just smile and say, trying to escape halfway through the date. It's light. It's unexpected. It's playful. And more than that, it shows you're actually paying attention. You're seeing her. You're not nervous or forcing it. You're having fun with the moment. Or maybe she orders a strong black coffee. Instead of making boring small talk about coffee, you could just grin and say, "You look like the no-nonsense type." Now, you didn't compliment her looks. You didn't say anything over the top, but you created a playful spark. And guess what? That tiny moment, that light, playful vibe, is way more powerful than a rehearsed line could ever be, because you're not trying to win her over. You're not chasing approval. You're sharing a moment of connection, a playful little dance with words that both of you can enjoy. That's what flirting really is. It's not a performance. It's a conversation with a little extra energy, a little spark of fun. And when you flirt this way, you stop thinking so much. You stop worrying if you're saying the right thing. You stop walking on eggshells. You start relaxing. You start enjoying yourself. And that's when flirting becomes effortless. You become unforgettable not because you delivered the perfect line, but because you dared to be playful. You dared to have fun, to stay in the moment, and to share that moment with her. That's what most men miss. They think they need to impress. They think they need to perform. But women aren't looking for a show. They're looking for a man who's alive in the moment, who can take something simple and make it fun. That's the real art, and it's easier than you think. You don't need lines. You don't need tricks. You just need to be willing to notice, to speak, and to play. That's how you make a moment unforgettable. The power of calm silence. Most guys have no idea how powerful silence can be. The moment a conversation slows down, the moment there's even a small gap, they panic. They start talking too much. They ramble about things that don't even matter. They tell stories that feel forced. They ask random questions just to keep her attention. Why? Because deep down, they're afraid of losing her. They think, if I'm not talking, she'll get bored, she'll lose interest, she'll walk away. So they fill every second with noise. But here's the truth most men don't know. The man who can sit with silence. The man who doesn't rush to fill the space. The man who stays calm when things go quiet. That man feels different. He stands out without even trying. Because in a world full of nervous talkers, the man who can relax in silence shows a different level of confidence. He doesn't need to impress. He doesn't need to prove anything. He doesn't fear the moment. He just looks her in the eye, gives a slow, steady smile, and lets her feel his calm energy. That calm, it speaks louder than any clever words. Because silence, when you're confident, creates something most guys never give a woman. Tension. Not awkward tension, but the kind of soft, magnetic tension that makes her lean in. That makes her wonder about you. That makes her curious. It's the space between words that holds the real power. But most guys are too afraid to let it happen. They fill the space with nervous jokes, with forced compliments, with endless questions, and the more they talk, the more they push her away, because it shows they're scared. It shows they're chasing. But the man who lets the moment breathe, he becomes magnetic without even trying. Why? Because silence shows strength. It shows you're comfortable with yourself. It shows you're not afraid of the pause or of her reaction. And that's rare. When you don't rush, when you don't break eye contact, when you sit in that space, calm and easy, she feels it. She senses that you're different. And that difference is what pulls people in without a single word. It makes you memorable. It makes you intriguing. It makes you the kind of man she wants to figure out. Because confidence isn't loud. Real confidence is quiet. It's calm. It's steady. And nothing shows it better than being okay with silence. The best conversations aren't the ones filled with non-stop talking. They're the ones where you both can sit in a moment and just feel the connection without forcing it. So instead of fearing silence, use it. Let it create curiosity. Let it build tension. Let it show her that you don't need to chase, because you already know your worth. That is the silent power most men never discover. Flirting is a lifestyle, not a trick. The best flirts aren't the ones who suddenly turn on the charm when they see a woman they like. They don't act different just because they want attention. And they don't treat flirting like some special move they pull out only when they're trying to impress. For them, flirting isn't a trick. It's not a game. It's not a mask they wear for certain moments. It's a way of living. They move through life with a light heart. They smile at strangers without expecting anything back. They joke with the barista while ordering coffee. They tease their friends in a way that feels good, not harsh, not forced. They stay playful in the little moments most people overlook. They stay curious about the people around them. They stay open to the flow of life. And because they do it so naturally, so often, it becomes part of who they are. They're not trying to be charming. They're not faking confidence. They're not forcing conversation. It just flows out of them. Like it's the most normal thing in the world. Because it is. That playful, relaxed energy isn't something they switch on when they want a woman to notice them. It's something they've built over time, by practicing it every single day, without pressure, without fear of rejection. It's in the way they speak to the world. It's in the way they carry themselves. So when they meet a woman they're attracted to, they don't have to think, "What should I say?" They don't have to fake a cool vibe or act different to seem interesting. They're already in the habit of being playful, of being light, of being open. And that's why it feels so real, so easy, so smooth. Because it's not an act. It's not some scripted routine. It's who they are. They've made flirting a part of their lifestyle. It's how they show up in conversations. Not to get something, but to give something. A spark, a smile, a little extra energy. That makes every interaction more alive. And when you start living this way, you stop overthinking. You stop fearing rejection. You stop waiting for the right moment. Because every moment becomes the right moment. You become the guy who can light up a room with nothing but your presence. You become the man who can turn a simple hello into a fun, playful vibe without trying too hard. And that's what makes people want to be around you. Because it's real, it's natural, it's part of you. So, if you really want to master flirting, stop thinking of it as a trick. Stop waiting for the perfect moment with the perfect woman. Start practicing it with everyone, everywhere, every day, with your friends, with strangers, with the world. Flirt with life itself, not with fake charm, but with a real heart and a playful spirit. Because when you live like that, confidence isn't something you pretend to have. It's something you naturally carry, in every word, every smile, every moment. That's when flirting stops being something you do and starts being who you are. The man who doesn't chase, the man who doesn't beg, the man who enjoys the moment whether she's interested or not, that man is the one women remember. Not because he tried the hardest, not because he said the smoothest lines, not because he played some perfect game, but because he stood out in a way most men never do. He wasn't chasing approval. He wasn't trying to prove his worth. He wasn't performing for attention. He was just there, fully present, calm, confident, unbothered. When you flirt like a Stoic, calm, playful, unattached, you don't just attract women, you attract respect from her, from people around you, even from other men who notice how you carry yourself. Because when you carry yourself with quiet confidence, people feel it. Even before you say a word, you don't have to prove anything. You don't have to convince anyone. Your energy speaks for you. That's why the strongest flirt is the man who's not even trying to flirt. Why? Because his value doesn't depend on how she reacts. It doesn't depend on her attention, or on whether she smiles, or walks away. His value comes from within, from knowing who he is, from enjoying himself no matter who's watching, from being comfortable with or without her attention. That kind of man, he's rare. And anything rare becomes naturally attractive. So instead of asking, "What can I say to impress her?" or "How do I make her like me?" ask yourself something far more powerful. Am I chasing her attention? Or am I giving off the energy of a man who's already full, already complete? Because when you choose the second, everything changes. You stop needing to impress. You stop trying to prove your worth. You stop chasing validation. And that's when people, women especially, start feeling drawn to you, without knowing why. Because people can sense when a man is full inside, when he flirts because it's fun, not because he's desperate, when he talks to a woman because he enjoys the conversation, not because he's hoping for a number or a date or attention, when he walks away with the same calm smile whether things went great or didn't go anywhere. That's what makes a man unforgettable. He's whole before the conversation begins, and that quiet, unshakable presence, it pulls people in without a single ounce of effort. Because the truth is, the real art of flirting isn't about tactics or memorized lines or trying to be someone you're not. It's about being so confident in who you are that flirting becomes a natural part of how you enjoy life. It's about being relaxed, playful, calm, and real. Not chasing, not begging, not performing, just being fully yourself and sharing that with the world. Because when you flirt for the fun of it, with no pressure, with no expectations, you stop being just another guy in the crowd. You become the man who stands out without even trying, and that's the kind of man women never forget. If this message hit you, if something deep inside you whispered, "Yeah, this is exactly what I've been missing," I want you to do one simple thing. Drop a comment with the word Stoic, because that one word, it's not just a comment, it's a decision. It means you're stepping away from chasing, away from fear, away from needing validation, and stepping into something bigger, something stronger. It means you're ready to lead with calm confidence. You're ready to master yourself first. So everything else, flirting, attraction, respect, flows naturally. We're not here to play the game most men play. We're not here for tricks or fake confidence. We're here to build something real. A mindset, a lifestyle, a quiet strength that doesn't have to prove itself to anyone. Let's build this together, step by step, mindset by mindset, habit by habit, until calm confidence isn't just something you try on when you need it. It's who you are, all the time. Whether you're talking to a stranger, a woman you're attracted to, or standing in a room full of people, that inner strength, that stoic energy stays with you. So, hit that like button, not because I said it, but because you know this message speaks to something real inside you. Share this with a brother who needs to hear it, a friend who's stuck chasing approval, a guy who needs to stop performing and start living. And make sure you're tuned in, because this is just the beginning. We've only scratched the surface of what it means to lead with calm confidence, to flirt with playful ease, and to become a man who's unshakable. Stay with me. There's a whole journey ahead, and I want you right here, building this mindset with us. Let's grow together, because this is just the beginning. There's so much more to come, and I want you right here with us, on this journey of becoming unstoppable,